Hey there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault once again, and yes, today I'll be featuring the Panigale 959 for you guys. It looks scorching hot in this regular red attire, and I would like to thank Mr. Abhijit for allowing me to feature this bike for you. He'll also be sharing his ownership experience later in this video. So without further ado, let's get going and let's look at this particular beauty in signature Dino style. The Panigale range of sports motorcycles manufactured by Ducati are named after the small manufacturing town called Borgo Panigale. All the Panigale series of bikes use a monocoque chassis and thereby offer superb handling, amazing precision, great poise, and most importantly, an experience so special that your heart starts racing the moment you see this bike, let alone riding it. This is what I felt the moment I saw this bike. I got goosebumps all over my body just by looking at it. As I stood there in sheer awe of its formidable yet flawless form, I couldn't help but admire its ballistic beauty, adore its captivating character, and acknowledge its powerful presence. The bike comes with a monocoque chassis made up of cast aluminium for increased strength and uses the Super Quattro engine as a structural element, thereby forming the motorcycle's lightweight core. The weight distribution on this bike is absolutely spot on. Fully fueled and with the rider, this becomes a perfect 50-50 balance to guarantee absolute stability and precise handling. To achieve this, the placement of the engine, the exhaust, and the rider were carefully evaluated and determined. The suspension setup is derived heavily and closely replicating their Superbike World Championship motorcycles. The 959 features 43mm Showa big piston forks, which end up giving an optimal front end feel to enter the corners with utmost precision and high resistance to diving when the brakes are applied. The rear monoshock is a Sachs unit which is laterally mounted for ease of adjustment access and connected via progressive linkage for the best rear suspension response on the road as well as on the track. Now looking at the brakes, the 959 comes equipped with Brembo monoblock M432 calipers operating on twin 320mm front rotors which come with the latest generation of ABS from Bosch. Now this ensures the shortest possible braking distances even in wet or dry road conditions while also controlling rear wheel liftoff to provide maximum braking stability. Now specifically calibrated for sport riding, the system features 3 intervention intervals, each associated with a riding mode. Now in race mode, the system operates only on the front discs to allow advanced race braking techniques on the track. The ergonomics on the 959 have been perfectly sorted out with a comfortable seat, narrow width, grippy machined foot pegs, and carefully placed handlebar location to provide the perfect position that ensures immense confidence and precise control to the rider on the track as well as on the street. The 959 comes with 10-spoke wheels and lightweight rims that allow for rapid changes in direction and excellent performance both during acceleration as well as braking. Looking at the tires, we get Pirelli Diablo Rosso Corsa tires here. We get a 120/70 tire up front and a 180/60 tire at the back. The tires have been developed directly with inputs from the World Superbike technologies and feature an optimized contact patch as well as advanced 3-compound construction to ensure quick warm-up, longer life, and above all, maximum traction available in all road conditions. The bike features a new lateral cannon-style exhaust system with twin aluminium silencers which complies fully with Euro 4 regulations. A stainless steel pre-silencer sits underneath the engine, keeping the weight of the catalyzer close to the bike's central axis, which in turn results in optimal handling. The Speedo console is an advanced multifunctional LCD unit with layout derived from Ducati's experience in World Superbike and MotoGP. Completely packed with information and highly visible even when tucked behind the windscreen at maximum velocity, the dash also changes its display according to the riding mode selected, thereby ensuring that the rider always has all the relevant information available right before him. Engine specs wise, powering this Italian stallion is the Super Quattro L-twin Desmodronic liquid-cooled 955cc engine that puts out a max power of 157 HP at 10,500 RPM and 107.4 Newton meters of torque at 9,000 RPM. This comes mated to a super slick 6-speed gearbox with DQS or Ducati quick shift system. Also available on board is the full ride-by-wire system. Now, this makes it possible to have different power and delivery based on the selected riding mode, and also to manage engine braking with the EBC system, as well as allowing the implementation of traction control with the DTC system. We get 3 different preset modes, namely race, sport and wet, to adapt to one's riding style or riding conditions. The Ducati Traction Control or DTC monitors control of the rear tire slipping and operates on the basis of 8 different levels of interaction, each of which has been programmed to respond to a different tolerance to rear slipping. The Ducati Quick Shift or DQS is the electronic system that manages the gearbox and is used in competitions. It allows for lightning fast, seamless gear changes on the go without the use of the clutch and while maintaining the throttle open. This feature enables the rider to gain those precious fraction of seconds, thereby helping him to considerably reduce the lap times overall. Other noteworthy specs that you'd want to know are a seat height of 810 mm, which is the ideal setup to appeal to riders of all sizes. The fuel tank capacity is 17 liters, which translates into decent tank range. By the way, Abhijit claims that this bike offers him a mileage of around 14 to 15 kmpl on an average, which is quite acceptable. The ex-showroom price in Delhi for the Ducati 959 Panigale is Rs 14.81 lakhs. Now I think that's enough amount of suffocating info that I have tried to stuff you guys with. So now let's just go ahead and hear what the owner has to say about his bike. So here I have with me Mr. Abhijit, who's a Tollywood actor. He's starred in films like Life is Beautiful, but more than that, he's a die-hard biker. And this very mean machine that we see here gives us a clear idea as to what he's up to. So he'll be sharing his quick experience, ownership experience, as to how it's been like to own a Ducati here in real world conditions. So Mr. Abhijit, what made you go for a Ducati?
I think about last year around this time of the year I was looking at getting a superbike for myself.
Okay.
Saw a few, I saw the Kawasaki ZX-10R and then I did the Fireblade, you know, the whole Japanese segment. I think it was more of love at first sight for me when I saw this bike. It's just the way it's designed and you know how aesthetically appealing it is. The fit and finish, I think it's just a work of art more than anything else. It's raw when you start riding it.
Okay.
But when you just look at it, it's something that is so
awe-inspiring.
Beautiful. It's so well designed, and you know it sort of reflects my personality and character. I like to keep it clean, and I don't like to be. It's very lean, and I like that about it.
It's mean as well.
It is.
Okay, so how has been your experience? You've been using it on a day-to-day basis or on weekend rides?
Yeah, I think the first 6 months I pretty much rode it every day.
Oh.
You're in the honeymoon phase, right? So you're like...
Okay.
Yeah. So...
How's the suspension setup?
So I don't think there's anything wrong with the suspension. It's great.
Okay.
However, it is something that's primarily built for the track, and that's where you should look to use a bike like this.
Okay.
And I wouldn't... If there's anybody to blame, it's probably our roads.
Okay.
So I think it's a great bike. I do have a soft seat here.
Okay.
I got this retrofitted. It's something that I had made myself.
Okay.
It helps, especially because I do a lot of long rides.
Okay.
And yeah, it really saves your ass.
So, long rides on such a super aggressive machine, you think it works? Like, how long have you been? How far have you been?
I've done about I think it's been less than a year now, and I've done about 7,500 kilometers on my bike.
Okay. Your longest ride?
Has probably been Vizag and back.
Okay.
I've done Bombay and Hyderabad, I've done Bangalore, Hyderabad, I've done Vizag, Hyderabad, then I've also done Rajahmundry, Amalapuram and all.
It's quite a rider. Do you have a channel by any chance?
No, I don't.
Not yet. So not all riders have to have a channel. Okay. And how's the acceleration part? Is it too intimidating, or is it
So it has rider modes. It's got 3 rider modes.
Okay.
It's got wet, sport, and race.
Okay.
Race is something that I like to reserve for the track and really good laser line roads.
Okay.
Like the expressways. In the city, I like to ride in wet and sport.
Okay.
If there's a lot of traffic, wet is great because it really sort of boosts the lower end of the bike.
Okay.
And it's amazing. Like in third gear, I can do like speeds of 50 kilometers an hour, and that's really cool. You wouldn't expect that from a sports bike.
Now coming to the most practical part, how is it to maintain a Ducati? People say it's way too expensive. Is it true?
Yeah, I was a little apprehensive initially.
Okay.
That's what I thought the Japanese had over the Italians in terms of the maintenance and the reliability.
Okay.
But this bike's only due for a service once in 12,000 kilometers, so that's a lot.
12,000 kilometers service interval. I hope you heard that.
Yeah, so once in 12,000 is something, and so far I haven't had any problems with it. It's great. 7,000 kilometers. My first service was at 1,000.
Okay.
I had to ride it down to Bangalore to get it done, but yeah, so far it's just been a dream.
And the braking performance?
They're the best. They got Brembos, man. So they may not be the M50s, which come with the ZX-10R and I think some of the high-end super bikes right now. But they do the job on this. It's
Right up
perfect.
there with the best.
Yeah.
I just hope all the information was useful to all the prospective buyers or the fanboys out there. So that's pretty much it for now. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.